Welcome to the podcast Money Matters, where we break down big ideas in science, technology, and human behavior into simple, easy to understand conversations. Today, we are talking about a topic that affects every single one of us money. But instead of just talking about how to save or invest, we are going to dig into something deeper, the psychology of money. Why do we make the financial decisions we do? How do our feelings about money shape our financial future? Whether you are a financial whiz or just starting out, understanding the psychology behind money can change how you think about it. Let's get started. First, let's think about money as more than just something to buy things with. It's like a mirror that shows what's really important to us. For example, some people save money like crazy because they see it as a way to feel safe and secure. They might avoid spending on fun things because they worry about the future. Others might spend freely on travel, experiences, or even gifts because they value living in the moment and enjoying life. But here's the thing, many of these habits come from what we have learned growing up from our parents or from society. We often don't stop to think about whether these money habits actually work for us or not. Just by understanding what drives our money choices, we can start making decisions that really fit with what we care about most, not just what we were taught to care about. Now, let's talk about how our emotions play a big role in how we handle money. We like to think we are logical when it comes to finances, but a lot of our decisions are actually driven by how we feel. Things like fear, excitement, or even guilt. Take the stock market, for example. When prices are growing up, people often buy because they are afraid of missing out on big gains. But when prices drop in the stock market, those same people might get panic and sell their stocks because they are scared of losing everything in the stocks. This emotional roller coaster can lead to bad financial moves, even if we know better in stocks. Or think about a time when you have had a bad day, bought something just to cheer up yourself. There's an emotional decision, right? Or maybe you have felt guilty about spending on something you love, so you don't buy it, even though it would bring you joy. So, recognizing these emotional triggers can help us make choices that are not in line with our long term goals, not just our short term feelings. One of the most important aspects to think about is scarcity versus abundance mindset. This is one of the aspect of the psychology when we speak about money psychology. Like, let's move on to different ways of thinking about money. That is a scarcity mindset is the belief that there's never enough money, time, or resources. If you think this way, you might always be worried about running out of money, which can lead to stress and constant focus on cutting costs. You might save too much and miss out on enjoying life. On the other hand, an abundance mindset is about believing there's plenty to go around. It's not about being reckless, but about seeing opportunities instead of limitations. People with an abundance mindset might be more willing to invest in themselves, take smart risks, and be generous because they trust that they can create more wealth. For example, someone with a scarcity mindset may say, I can't afford to invest in a course to improve my skills. While someone with an abundance mindset think and say that if I invest in this course, I could increase my income in the future. It's about focusing on what you can create, not just what you have right now. Now let's talk about habits. We often overlook how small, consistent actions can lead to big results over time, especially when it comes to money. For example, if you save just a little bit of money every month, over time it adds up to a lot. The same goes for paying off debt or investing. These small habits can eventually lead to financial freedom. But forming good money habits takes discipline, and that often requires changing how we think. It's about seeing the long-term benefits of making short-term sacrifices. For example, instead of buying coffee every day, we could make it at home and save the difference. Over time, that small change can lead to significant savings. Another powerful habit is learning. The world of money is always changing, and staying informed helps us and you can make smart decisions. Whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts like this one, or asking advice from experts, the habit of continuous learning can help you achieve financial success. So, it's very important to talk on this and compare ourselves to others and can affect our money choices. So in today's world of social media, if I tell you some example on this, it's easy to see what others have and feel like we need to keep up. That is, the simple example, maybe you see your friends' vacation photos on Instagram, Facebook, or the vacation photos, maybe someone of your friend circle has taken a new car and feel like you should spend more to keep up. That is like a comparison mindset. If they have, you are someone who also feel like to have all those things. But here's the problem. We often only see the highlights of other people's lives, not the full picture. This can lead to spending money we don't have, or going into debt, or feeling unhappy with what we already have. So instead of comparing yourself to others, try comparing yourself to your own goals. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems, and remember that financial success is personal. It's not about what others are doing, but about reaching your own goals. The psychology of money plays a huge role in how we handle our finances, often in ways we don't realize. But by understanding the emotions, beliefs, and habits behind our money choices, we can start to take control of our financial future. Whether you're working on breaking bad habits, developing a more positive money mindset, or just trying to understand your relationship with money matter, the insights we have talked about today are a great place to start. Understand yourself, your psychology of money. Remember, financial success is not about how much money you have. It's about making decisions that align with your values, being mindful of your emotions, and always learning and growing. Thanks for joining us on the podcast of Money Matters today. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend. And if you have any thoughts or questions, reach out to us at this comment section. We would like to hear from you and discuss more on this topic and add more episodes to this podcast series of Money Matters. Thank you.